Just waking up from a nice dream. Bitcoin pumping on a live stream. Smile shine brighter than a high beam. Never seen live trading on a widescreen. Bitcoin showing you the steps to own it. We got the alpha, I bet you want it. I'm having fun, send a lecture on it. Randy, put a little extra on it.
It's mutable and decentralized. No censorship or hard cap supply. It's open source and we classify the blockchain secure, and that's exactly why. It's hard money with a new plan. It bounced a lot like this new jam. If Bitcoin dipped, then we ain't gon' trip. I'ma be bullish on you, fam.
I'm a Bitcoin bestie. You gotta love it. 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 I'm a Bitcoin bestie. You gotta love it.
This video is sponsored by Cake Wallet, the easiest open source wallet to store Bitcoin, Monero, and Litecoin securely on mobile and desktop devices. When buying, selling, and exchanging crypto or trading for gift cards, Cake Wallet ensures privacy and security, giving you the keys to your coins. At Vacation Genie, we believe digital currencies are meant to do more than just sit in your wallet. They're meant to take you places. We want to help you step into the future of cryptocurrency spending, as travel is one of the top categories for spending your crypto. It provides you with the best ROI, lasting memories. Make sure to check out Vacation Genie today. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Daily Zest. I'm your host, Randi Hipper, here today on a lovely Friday. And yes, I said Friday because we worked hard the entire week to now sit back, relax, and celebrate by talking about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. I'm so excited to be here today. As always, we have a lot of things going on, some quick headlines. I know it's been a little slow this week as Bitcoin is dipping below $110,000. Everybody's devastated. But what level have we been chatting about? Oh, we'll dive into it in just a little bit. We do have Luxfolio in the chat today, who happens to be one of our actual headlines within Coins to Watch. We do have your Coins to Watch. We have our spotlight, which is Chainlink teaming up with the U.S. government. Yes, it's huge news. So we will dive into that for our spotlight. We also have Avalanche that is leading the way with the GDP growth and government implementation. So we have Avalanche, and we do have Chainlink that we're going to talk about for the spotlight. Also, we do have China. There is an event in Hong Kong, a Bitcoin conference in Hong Kong. Eric Trump is there, and he was making some comments about Bitcoin and crypto and how he's bullish. There's also some institutional push that might have us see 190K Bitcoin. Do you think that's going to happen? Let me know. We also have some other things going on in China as well, as there's a lot of money laundering in the world, but how come crypto still gets blamed? Guys, we're going to catch you up on all the price action, so don't worry about it. All your breaking news headlines are here right now, so if you haven't yet, make sure you smash the like, subscribe to the channel, share this out with friends if you're ready for the zest, the news, the education. And you guys know we have a goal of 150 likes, 150 live viewers, a subscriber goal of 23,175, so 13 more is the goal for the stream. Although I know it's a slow day today. I know, it's okay. And for that, we're going to have an after show to see what you guys think about it. On Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we have Discord after show. So once this stream ends on YouTube, you head over to Discord and hang out. Monday is open for everyone, but Wednesdays and Fridays are for members only. So if you haven't yet, please become a member of the YouTube channel, get your cool emojis, go to Discord, log into your YouTube, and you'll be able to join the after show. So I'm very excited. Let's say good morning to one another and check out our 3 amazing sponsors of the show: Cake Wallet, Market Cipher. Use code ZESTY for 15% off, and then head over to Vacation Genie and book your cruise with crypto. I feel like my dress kind of like matches Vacation Genie, but also matches Market Cipher, and I kind of enjoy that. Hello everybody, welcome to the show. All right, who we got today? We got Mike Volmer, we got Jesse, we got Honey Badger, good morning. Steve, Mama Shadow, Son Backup, good morning. Mark Smithson, we got Fitz in the chat as always, thank you to Black Hat. We got JC, Luxfolio is here. Brian is in the chat, just chilling, having a good time. Balaki is here. Oh my gosh, my chat is glitching. I lost my spot. Raul, good morning. Keen Bean is chilling. Keen Bean was very fired up for the show today, I must say. I saw his comments, and I quite appreciate his enthusiasm, right? Mike Mazzone over there on X. Neo is here. David Bulls. Bullduck Eric is here. Good morning. Aquarian is having a good time. All right. All right. Oh, Elric is here. Doge Bowl, I see you. Okay. Yeah, because my bot kind of glitched out and I can't keep track of you guys, please make sure you yell at me if you want a good morning. Mr. Flex-a-Lot is here. Steve Summertime Breezy is here. That's a nice little username you got. Welcome. All right. Oh, John Legend, Andy S., hello. Uncle Billy's here. Otto, cough, cough, good morning. Oh, boy. Hello, my friends. All right, let's get into the show. We're not going to hold back anymore, right? Josh on TikTok. We got Willow on TikTok. We have everyone everywhere. Go to YouTube, everyone. YouTube's the spot. Even though we are live on Rumble, and Rumble treats us very well. Anyway, guys, we do have the market recap. As you can see, we have a lot of red this morning, except for Pith of 70%. And again, that has to do with some news we got today. So keep calm, hodl on. We'll get there. Looking at Bitcoin, 109,000 is where we're at. We're down 2.86%. Listen, what was 109? Our January all-time high, and Bitcoin always returns to previous all-time highs. Now, this was the wick high. The highest daily candle close in January was at 106. I'm telling you guys, 109 would be a great spot to stop and just throw everybody off. But something keeps telling me to look at 106K Bitcoin. I don't know what it is.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Oh.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
Mr. Yee, hello, my friend. Thank you for joining us today. Let me know what you think of all the hash rates and everything. Apparently, all that soaring, especially for Litecoin and Doge, which I know you're a fan of. 106K Bitcoin, again, ideal bearish scenario. I think that would be an amazing pullback for Bitcoin. 109 is the best case scenario to stop out at. But again, if we fall below that 106, will we target this 200-day SMA right here? Because that's also a price magnet right there. It is at 101, which is a level to watch as well. Even under that is 97. But it is a key level where the 200-day SMA is at. So if we have a bearish weekend, that might be like the best case scenario. Just chill out over the weekend, dip a little bit, send the RSI all the way down to oversold because we are so close to it, and relieve the selling pressure. That would be a pretty smooth scenario. I think that's pretty light sailing, except for the literal $100 million that just got liquidated within the past hour and a half. Literally, I just saw the post before I went live. People were like, oh my gosh, over $100 million in liquidations. Guys, come on. This is price discovery mode. If you're using leverage and trading like a crazy maniac, just know the consequences. Keep calm, hodl on, guys. We do have a red dot printed. We'll see if it confirms and plays out, though. If it does, again, not the worst thing in the world. Pull back, chill out. We are just getting above 100K. Bitcoin needs to feel comfortable here. This is a new era for Bitcoin. The VWAP is slightly bearish again, showing us what we already know, which is that we are down a little bit today. So let's watch out for Bitcoin price over the course of the show. Let's see if we attempt 110 again, and we'll go from there. We do have some breaking news headlines that we're going to get into. There's some lovely people in the chat today, so thank you guys for being here. You guys know I appreciate you so very much. We do have a goal of 150 likes, 150 live viewers today, so hopefully we can get there. And so without further ado, breaking news headlines start now. Honestly, like, you guys didn't see, but like I held up the dress. It's really cute. But like TikTok only got to see that part. Anyway, breaking news headlines. That's what we're focused on. Apparently, U.S. banks have moved around, let's say, $312 billion in dirty money. But of course, crypto is still the problem. And I think this is just absolutely comical of the trad system. Just completely ignore all the things that are wrong over there. But let's focus on crypto that is completely transparent, operates 24/7, 365, and actually empowers people. That's interesting. If someone's doing something bad with crypto, oh, bombshell, guys. You can see it on the blockchain. U.S. banks were responsible for moving $312 billion for Chinese money launderers between 2020 and 2024. The U.S. FinCEN, Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, advisory on Thursday analyzed over 137,000 Bank Secrecy Act reports from 2020 to 2024, finding that over $62 billion per year on average has gone through the U.S. banking system from Chinese money launderers. Guys, can we take a second here, and let's say instead of banks facilitating this $312 billion over the course of 4 years, that's a ridiculous number, by the way. Imagine instead of banks moving that $312 billion between 2020 and 2024, it was actually crypto exchanges that were facilitating money laundering. Let's see the double standard. Here, you're not even hearing what banks are doing this. Who the executives are that are responsible for not really doing thorough KYC. Throw it out the window. You're not going to hear anything about this. But if it was a crypto company, the CEO would be in jail. They would be on trial. The media would be all over it. And the exchange would get shut down, but not the banks. The banks over here are like, haha, you guys are the little people that can't do anything about it. Like, when do the banks get held responsible? Like, that is my major question. When? Like, these executives do not go to jail. Not that I wish that upon anybody, but there's no repercussions for their actions. Where Bank of America was literally doing some crazy stuff using your information to open credit card accounts without your consent, actively disregarding AML measures, nothing happened to those executives. They weren't even named. But then CZ Binance, who we really never even saw proof of what happened to him, which I always say we're going to hear about what really happened to CZ down the road. However, you're telling me that CZ went to jail for something not one bank executive has ever gone to jail for when they are completely guilty? That is suspect. I'm sorry, that is completely sus. Completely sus. It's just, and even if you look at the amount of money laundering that goes on in crypto alone, just talk about the little crypto sphere, less than 1% of cryptocurrency is laundered because it's transparent. Darn it. Oh my gosh, it just actually blows my mind. It actually frustrates me to a degree that crypto gets such a bad name. People come after crypto when it's the literal most transparent money that exists. And then you got China using the US to launder their money. That is just, no one gets held accountable there. That's okay. That's right. But then whenever there's a hack, let's blame it on some random North Korean group. I don't get it. Not saying they don't exist. Not saying that these people do not exist from these North Korean hacker groups. They probably do. But it's just weird that every time something happens, it's always this North Korean group. And then over here, it's just like, there's no crazy group that's named. It's just China laundering money with U.S. banks, and no banks are being held responsible. Like, how did this happen, guys? I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm totally delusional. Yeah, and coincidence that it happened through the whole last administration, 2020 to 2024. You know what? That is who is this? Omaha over there on TikTok. I'm giving you a clap. That was a good comment. That is pretty sus, isn't it? That it happened from 2020 to 2024. That is quite sus. Let's see what happens from 2025, or let's say the end of 2024 to 2028. I would like to know what happens now. We'll see the stats in a few years, Omaha. We'll be on this podcast still chatting about it. Anyways, I don't know. I got really angry over that this morning. But I was like, how in the world? Luxfolio's in here like Randy's crazy. She's crazy. I am crazy. I am. That's why I do this podcast. Apparently, people are worried. They're shaking in their little boots, friends and family. Oh my gosh! The Bitcoin bull market is ending early.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
Oh, Douglas. Oh, Douglas. My hair's still kind of wet, guys. I don't know why it's not, like, drying. I washed it at 6 a.m., so if that tells you anything. Hello, Douglas. Everyone's crying. They're shaking in their boots. Oh my gosh, the Bitcoin bull market's over. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be poor forever and live in my mommy's basement. What are you... Guys, this actually reminds me of a video I made a few weeks ago when there was a dip and everyone was saying the same exact thing.
You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome.
Zesty curls.
Thank you. Thank you, Douglas. Everyone was saying the same thing. The bull market's over. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. A week later, Bitcoin goes and hits $124,000, almost $125,000. So let me just say the same thing I said then to you now. And pretty much for the past 5 years, which is keep calm, hodl on, when in doubt, zoom out. The bull market isn't over. Actually, Bitcoin's been in a bull market since it was created by the man himself, Satoshi Nakamoto. So let's go ahead and chill out, as it's the best performing asset of all time. And if it has a pullback, you know what? That's healthy because number can't always go up. And Bitcoin is severely undervalued. So is Litecoin. So is it. The entire crypto market is severely undervalued. Let's go back to the basic darn supply and demand. Let's go back to the simplicity of numbers, a universal language, which is math. And you know that there's 2 million Bitcoin tied to centralized exchanges. There's so many centralized exchanges. How many are really between all of them? You could go look online and go look at on-chain analytics and find out. All in all, there's 2 million Bitcoin tied to centralized exchanges. That's like an eeny-meeny amount. And then you got Sailor and all these Bitcoin treasury companies and countries and cities and all these people that are front-running you buying thousands of Bitcoin OTC. How many is really left for you to get your hands on? And that's not priced in because people don't really know. Once people start to realize that the miners aren't producing that many, the big corps, the big guys, and even all of us crypto nerds, we're buying it up. The FOMO really begins. The supply shock that we've been chatting about for over 3 years on this channel is going to happen. We're so close to it. And then everyone will realize, oh, this 4-year cycle is going to go well out the window because there has to be actual price realization, if that's even the right way to frame it. Price, in my mind, has to catch up to how many Bitcoin are really being held and not sold and being traded out there. It's not mathing right now. So in my opinion, Bitcoin is extremely undervalued. Don't listen to me because one headline will tell you the Bitcoin might all be over, but flows continue to lean bullish. And then this one, Bitcoin headed to 190K on institutional wave, according to a research firm. Like, come on. Come on. It's the headlines incite the fear. Don't give in to the headlines. Don't give in to anything except for you and your conviction. That's pretty much it. I don't care what anybody's price predictions are, to be quite honest, because I know that when I'm buying Bitcoin, when I'm holding Litecoin, when I'm holding a few of these cryptocurrency assets that mean a lot to me, I'm holding them not for now, not for 20 years from now, but when I have kids and they're grown and they need to go and live a life in a world that's completely crazy right now. Bitcoin is going to be the savior, and a few other cryptocurrencies will be the savior for people that go ahead and say, you know what, I need to opt out of this political madness, macroeconomic chaos. Opt out. Opt out. And you think all these institutions that are saying 190K Bitcoin, they know where the future is going. They know that the future is digital. They need a piece of that foundation of this digital economy. It all makes sense when you really look at it. And I really hope people start to realize it and it starts to click. There will always be Bitcoin available. And I'm not trying to incite fear in the fact that, oh my gosh, you'll never be able to buy Bitcoin again. That's not what I'm saying. There's always going to be sellers of maybe not whole Bitcoin, but Satoshis, just like there's 100 cents to a dollar. There's 100 million Satoshis or sats to one Bitcoin. So there's always going to be a seller of Satoshis. People are always going to be moving around Satoshis. Whole Bitcoin, I don't know. Whole Bitcoin, I don't know. And I do wish those Bitcoin only exchanges luck when the Bitcoin runs low. But there will always be buyers for Satoshi. So as long as they have something, I'm sure they'll have customers. Anyway, Eric T is praising China's role in crypto. Very interesting. But he's essentially saying that both China and the U.S. are leading the way, and we obviously know that. Even China is like, oh, we're not mining Bitcoin. We don't like that stuff. But come here, Bitcoin conference. Come hang out. Come on, guys. Come on. You just got to see through the BS. Eric T, executive VP of the Donny T organization, praised China during a panel at Bitcoin Asia in Hong Kong and said there's no question the country had made an unbelievable mark on Bitcoin and crypto. He says there's no question that China is a hell of a power when it comes to this world and doing it well. By the way, I give the same credit to the Middle East. I mean, the Middle East has really embraced cryptocurrency in a massive way, and they are running fast in that endeavor. That literally sounds like his father. They're really doing it, guys. They're doing it. They're doing it in a massive way. Massive.
China.
Where'd that come from? Anyway, they're running, guys. They're running fast. They're running fast in that endeavor. We do have a spotlight, though, which is the fact that cryptocurrency is going to be integrated into the government and having macroeconomic data on chain. Woo! What's happening? Your spotlight starts now. The U.S. government, Howard Lutnick, going off saying, Donny T, you're the crypto president. Let's actually use this tech and put some data on blockchain. Now, Avalanche and a few other blockchains, including Chainlink, is the main character when it comes to this headline. But it's pretty much proof of concept, as they say. The government has begun using blockchains to disseminate key economic data with the Department of Commerce's release of the GDP numbers on Thursday, which was described as a proof of concept for doing more of this in the future. Howard Lutnick, our Secretary of Commerce, said, we are making America's economic truth immutable and globally accessible like never before, cementing our role as the blockchain capital of the world. And so, in a deliberate effort not to pick blockchain favorites, they put on Thursday's data on Bitcoin, ETH, Solana, Tron, Stellar, Avalanche, Arbitrum, Polygon, and Optimism, identifying the transaction hashes for each in its announcement. They said that they also sent the data through Chainlink and Pyth and noted that exchanges Coinbase, Gemini, and Kraken helped out. Also, like, Donny T absolutely loves the Winklevi, loves them. So, like we mentioned, Chainlink is leading the way here. It surged more than 5% after announcing a partnership with the Department of Commerce to bring official government economic data on chain, marking a first-of-its-kind effort to bridge public data infrastructure with blockchain applications. And so, again, they are trying to put the GDP, the PCE, and a few other things on Chainlink data feeds. And the 6 data points in total are being published, including both absolute levels and annualized percentage changes. So this is really big. This is actually wild that they chose that many blockchains. And it shows the relevance of them, and that obviously there's a lot of people in the background that are going ahead and testing this tech and looking at the fundamentals of these blockchains, like technically and all, like the technicals of all of it. So that means it's government approved. It means that this technology is really going to go very far, guys, as if we didn't already know that. But now that the government's officially using it with little to no shame, I think that's very bullish. Very, very bullish. And that's why I'm saying, guys, that alt season hasn't really started yet. The real bull market hasn't started yet because there's so many things happening that the world doesn't know about. Like, think about it. Over 90% of the world has yet to touch Bitcoin. Then it's like Ethereum. And then it's like the Avalanche, Optimism, all these things that they just named that they're using and putting government data on chain with. It's like maybe like I don't even know, 5% of the world even understands what we just said. This is why education is so important, guys. This is why I love doing this show, because I hope people are really learning what's going on in our government, because these people are using our tech and literally the whole world doesn't even know. They don't even realize what's happening. This is so huge. And even the things that we talk about right now, this is historical. People in the future are going to put this very thing in a history book. And we're just sitting here on a podcast on the internet on a nice Friday morning at 10, 11 a.m. Eastern talking about it. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. I don't know if you guys really embrace the fact that we are living through history right now. Maybe I'm just a complete dork, but who am I? We're going to go into our coins to watch and also do some TA, as we always do. Leading our gainers here is Pith up 33.5%. Pump is up 8%. 4 up 2.3%. OKB up 1.9%. Pi up 1.72%. Leading the losers is Crow down 14.5%. SPX down 11.7%. Arrow down 9.7%. Fartcoin down 9.6%. And Pendle down 9.2%. We always look at Litecoin's chart. Let's take a gander at Litecoin right now. Litecoin is 109, losing that support of 115. Bearish level is 103. I love my Litecoin because it's the right coin. And Luxfolio knows it because they're the first Litecoin treasury company to ever exist in Canada. And so they aim to raise $73 million over 25 months to expand their Litecoin treasury strategy, currently hodling 20,084 Litecoin. That is so bullish. That is so bullish. 73 milli in Litecoin. I can't wait for those buys to come through, Luxfolio. Bullish on you, my friends. Bullish on you. I'm very, very bullish on Litecoin, guys. You guys know I love my Litecoin. And if you guys haven't yet, please make sure you guys have your Litecoin emojis out and about in this chat because that's super bullish of Luxfolio. $73 million Litecoin buys. Love it. Absolutely love it. Please make sure you smash the likes. Let's continue to get after it, guys. Let's look at Ethereum. Okay, beautiful. Ethereum is $4,289. We're down about 5% right now. Looking over here, still in really good shape. As long as we're above $4,200, I think that is extremely, extremely bullish. Your bearish level below that 4,200 is about 3,960 or 3,950, which is was our previous golden zone. Previous it was here, now it's here. But a very key level to watch as we have had tips with it since like 2021. So that I know there's not much going on today, guys, and I'm kind of sad. I'm kind of sad that everyone's like kind of like slumping, but I'm trying to wake everyone up. Like, it's okay, guys. We're in a really great spot right now. We have a red dot printed that's pulling down this momentum on Ethereum. VWAP is going down a little bit. Money flow is still very strong on ETH. And then we do have the RSI that's about to test the neutral. I would say let's take a break this weekend. It's okay. Relax a little bit. Touch some grass. You know what I mean? Touch grass and relax. That's all I could tell you this weekend. It is Labor Day, though. Yes, Labor Day. I was like, oh my gosh, did I mess that up? No. Guys, it's a Labor Day this weekend, and it's a holiday weekend in the U.S., and that means Monday is Labor Day, and most likely the banks are going to be closed. Ooh, so lame. Ooh. Banks are closed? I got an email from my bank yesterday saying, this weekend's a holiday weekend for the U.S. Learn how this affects transactions. What in the world are we doing in 2025? We're worrying about if there's a federal holiday and I can't send my money to somebody else. That is beyond old. That's like the Stone Age. That's like someone saying, I can't go deliver this letter because it's raining too hard outside. Get in the car and drive. I can't like go to the gym because it's raining. Get in the car and drive. Same thing for transacting. What are we doing? Like, why are we worried about the banks and they're not open when I could just like go on my phone and say, oh, I'm going to send $50 to my grandma that's living in Dubai right now. Boom. Instant. Love that. See, the technology. I can't believe we just solved a major problem. We just solved the bank's biggest problem in less than 2 minutes. Wow, guys. That's crazy. That's actually wild. Luxfolio is just like, yo, in the chat. Yo. Guys, please make sure you smash the like, subscribe, and share. We're going to dive into our after show in a little bit. We have to keep fighting this YouTube monster that is going on right now and trying to take out all the crypto channels. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. I'm not letting this happen. Everyone's in Dubai. I know everyone is in Dubai. And, you know, like, I really want to go to Dubai. I think I might actually, I might go check it out. I heard Dubai has a visa for creators, too. Like, if a YouTuber or whatever wanted to go live in Dubai, like, apparently it's pretty easy to get a visa and be accepted into the country. That would be pretty interesting. I think, like, I would like to see what it's actually like in Dubai. And, like, they said it's so safe that, like, you could leave your $20,000 Birkin on your cool car and walk away and come back an hour later and everything's still going to be there. I need to know what that's like. Growing up in New York, it was just, like, you couldn't leave, like, a freaking plastic pen on the freaking bench because you'll come back 2 minutes later and somebody's like drawing on themselves with it and they took it and they're like, this is my pen. Like, it doesn't matter what it was. Whatever fell out of your pocket on the floor, it was taken. I would love to know what it's like to leave, to like drop my AirPod on the floor. No, it's still going to be there in 2 hours. You know, that's nice. Hello, Kevin. Kevin, where have you been, Kevin, on TikTok? It's been too long, my friend. Dubai over New York. I would say that any day. Probably where Golden is. Anywhere like where Golden goes, I'd try because that man is clean.
A potato flew around my room before you came. Excuse.
I used to want to visit New York, not anymore. This girl, I saw this girl walking her dog yesterday, and she was like, and I was with another friend, and we were saying how we saw a dolphin. I saw a dolphin last night, guys. It was so funny. But we were telling this girl how we saw a dolphin, and we got to talking, and she's like, yeah, I went to New York last week, and I had fun, but I would never live there. I was like, girl, that's why I left. That's why I left. Yeah, I gave it to you. No, I gave you the potato. They have a lot of money. They do have a lot of money in Dubai. That is true. Oh, Kevin, thank you for the little mug. I appreciate it. This is my little mug. Oh, it's still on too. I'm happy about that. She's almost done. I gotta say, the new coffee I got is hitting. It's hitting. But yeah, no, Elric is still stuck in New York. That's fine. Listen, some people like it. Some people like the chaos. As a woman, I'm over it. So I feel like, personally, me, the past year being down here in Florida, my whole life has changed. My perspective on everything has changed. And I'm like, wow. Like, you know, last night, like going and doing some stuff, like taking a simple walk. The only thing I'm scared of right now is mosquitoes. And to feel like I'm not going to get jumped every 5 minutes is like crazy. Yeah, and it doesn't smell bad. I feel like New York always smells bad. Like you get off of, if you go to JFK, you get off the plane and you're in Queens at that point. If you're going to JFK, it's technically Queens. You're smelling it. Like you are smelling, like New York has a smell. And like, I can't, I'm sorry, it has a smell. It's the allergies. Oh, do I still sound bad? Would I live in Texas? Actually, that's a funny question because I was considering living in Texas. Like when I was moving, I said it's either going to be Texas or Florida. And then, you know, obviously one thing led to another and I was led to the area I live in now, in Florida, and I love it. I think eventually I was in Texas a few months ago. I checked out like a real neighborhood and stuff, and I gotta say, like, Texas is more like burbs, and like I'm in a point where it's like I'm still in the city-ish, and I have community. Like I don't think I could live in a house in the burbs right now. I think I'd absolutely lose my mind. Like I'm not ready for the burbs, guys. I'm telling you right now. Like I was considering it a few months back. I was like, let me go check out the burbs. Oh, I was not okay. I was like, whoo. Are there any smells in Florida? No. I mean, there's not any funky smells. Like in New York, the problem is, especially during the summer, Brooklyn, Manhattan, it doesn't matter where you're at. You're walking the streets and they have to put cones up because right by the sewers, it's smoking. Like literally you see the smoke and it smells horrendous. And you're like, what kind of toxic fumes am I breathing in right now? I don't know. It's toxic fumes. I'm telling you. Florida has way too many people. You know, I will say, especially in the area I'm in, there's a lot of new construction. There's a lot of new like apartment buildings and stuff. But you know what? I gotta say I'm not mad about it right now. Especially because this is an area that's always been populated. It's like, okay, make nicer stuff. You know, that guy don't, you know, that I'm not mad about. But you know what? Like, there's definitely a line there that's got to be towed. But I'm very happy about where I live right now. I think the rights that I have down here, crazy. I love Florida. I just like, even if New York, like I usually say like, if New York shapes up, maybe I think of going back. But like the thought of being cold, I can't do it anymore. I don't think I could do another winter. I haven't done winter in like 2 years, and I'm so happy about it. Well, actually, I only missed one winter. I'm about to go into my second Florida winter. That's so bomb. But Texas also gets like, Texas is nice in certain areas too. Like I need to explore Texas more. Maybe do like, I was thinking, you know, maybe one day doing like a 6-month or a 3-month Airbnb in Texas and just like seeing what it's like to live there in like Austin or maybe Dallas. But yeah, I would like to see what it's like to actually live in Texas. You lived in Ocala, Florida. Where is that, near Orlando? Would you like, oh, you have a new motorcycle. Drop it in the Discord. And join the after show. We'll chat about it. But yeah, I don't know. I absolutely love where I live. So I'm darn blessed. So, and I attribute all of that to you guys, because honestly, none of it would happen if it wasn't for you. So thank you. But yeah, guys, we're getting after it. I'm very bullish on life, to be honest. I don't care that this YT platform is trying to slow us down, because every other platform is having so much more fun with crypto than YT, but it's fine. We're going to get after it. I'm bullish on all of you guys. Like, I am so bullish. I'm bullish on Bitcoin. I'm bullish on crypto. I'm starting to, like, make a lot more, like, normie friends and, like, you know, informing them about Bitcoin and crypto and getting their perspective. So I'm getting, like, more of the gist of, like, the everyday 20-year-old, 20 to 30-year-old. What are they thinking about crypto right now? So it's bullish. I'm positive. I hope you're being positive too. We're going to get after it. I'm so happy that we get to do the show every single day of the week. And I'm happy we have members to end the week with in Discord right after this stream ends. So thank you guys so much. If you haven't yet, please smash the like, subscribe, and share this out with friends. Have a beautiful day, a happy Friday, an amazing Labor Day weekend. Thank you guys so much. Enjoy your weekend. And I will see you guys on Monday. Bye. What did the button not work? Let's try that again. Bye.